Hey, why the long face?
Just when I thought this job couldn't get any more stressful, all the learners have been sent home because of the pandemic. I'm hearing lots of talk about remote learning, and it's making my head spin. I haven't the remotest idea what remote learning is.
Well, all it really means is any way that learning happens outside of the classroom when we teachers can't meet with the learners.
But if we aren't even in the same room, how can we teach? It's hard enough even when they're sitting right there in front of us.
Well, there's online learning or digital remote learning.
I knew it! Technology! We teachers are going to have to become computer programmers or astronauts. I've only just learned how to use a computer.
Relax. Let's stop worrying about how remote learning is different and concentrate on the many ways in which remote learning is just the same as what we already do so well as teachers. Remote learning is simply another means of teaching the curriculum. Teaching the curriculum remotely means that we align what we teach away from the classroom with what we teach in the classroom. And just like the classroom curriculum, it needs to be carefully sequenced to ensure that learners get the building blocks they need to move on to the next step. Learners' brains don't work any differently using remote learning. And just like the classroom curriculum, it needs to be carefully sequenced to ensure that learners get the building blocks they need to move on to the next step. Learners' brains don't work any differently using remote learning.
Okay, I'm starting to feel a bit better about all of this. Tell me more.
Now, there isn't much point in talking about online or digital learning if students don't have internet connectivity, or if they don't own smartphones or tablets or laptops. So before we go any further, let's stop and assess our remote learning strategy. Remember, you can still teach without the internet. Some of us are old enough to remember correspondence courses. Even if learners have no internet connectivity, you can still learn with workbooks and homework packs, zero-rated sites, and even educational TV programs that broadcast CAPS content. And even educational TV programs that broadcast CAPS content.
It's not realistic for me to plan a remote learning strategy. My learners just don't have that sort of access to the internet.
Not a problem. Let's focus on the huge amount you can still do through sending out homework packs. Here are 5 tips to help you. Your role as a teacher who facilitates the learning is equally important.
You mean I'm not going to be replaced by a high-powered robot?
Make sure to allocate time to support the students who require it the most, even if it is on the phone or with physical distancing. Make sure to share your feedback as general comments to all the other learners, if possible, as many face similar questions or issues. Provide supporting feedback and have it sent out as a handout or via chat platforms. Check out the annual teaching plan. Keep an eye out for resources that can support your learners and help them to grasp concepts under these difficult circumstances. Keep it leveled slightly above the current knowledge and skills of students and tied to the curricular learning objectives. Remember, we are talking about sending out hard copy homework packs. Create ways for students to collaborate with each other remotely or to engage with members of their household. Working with others can help students learn and stay motivated. As far as possible, provide students with supplementary reference materials, either through the content itself or through additional learning materials such as take-home learning packets and homework assignments. Ensure there is a way to conduct both formative and summative assessments. Ensure that such assessment includes open-ended questions for students to show their reasoning.
Okay, That's great. Now I know how to make a start. Maybe we can meet up for another chat soon about how to deal with catch-up learning for when all our students are able to come back to class again.